Today we will going to discuss about the TS of leaf and the TS of chloroplast. So where does photosynthesis takes place? So we will see that the scientist Julius Van Sachs in 1883 observed that the chlorophyll not spread throughout the entire cell. It is present only in some organelles of the leaf. Those organelles as named as chloroplasts. So those chloroplasts are present in some parts of the leaf. So we will see that the TS of the leaf, tangential section of the leaves. So here the TS of the leaf, there are upper epidermis and lower epidermis. The cuticle is present on the upper epidermis. So in between those two epidermal layers, here there is a mesophilous tissue. So here this mesophilous tissue is again divided into two types, polysac tissue and spongy tissue. So polysac tissue cells are cylindrical in shape, whereas these spongy tissue cells are irregular shape, and these cells are having so many air spaces. And middle of the leaf there is a vascular tissue. In the vascular tissue there is xylem and phloem. Xylem is present towards the upper epidermis and phloem towards the lower epidermis. And there are stomata are present on the epidermal layers. So here this is the structure, and here you are observing these dot-like structures are chloroplasts. So there are abundant chloroplasts are present in polysac tissue, mesophilous tissue, and also in stomatas. So there are huge chloroplasts are present in polysac tissue when comparing to the sponge tissue. So here this is the stomata. This stomatal aperture surrounded by these two guard cells. These two guard cells are the bean-shaped structures. There are so many chloroplasts are present in those two guard cells. So now we will see the TS of the chloroplast, tangential section of the chloroplast. These chloroplasts are discoid shaped structures and membranous structures. Three membranes. The chloroplast having three membranes. The third membrane forms as stacked sac-like structures. These sac-like structures are called as granum. These granums are the sites of the trapping of the solar energy, and this intermediary fluid-filled portion is called as the stroma. The stromas are the sites of the enzymatic reactions which leads to the synthesis of the glucose, synthesis of the carbohydrates. And here there are also lipid globules and starch grains, and also loop of DNAs are present in the chloroplast. So in granum there are some different colored substances that present. Those substances are called as the pigments. So chlorophyll is such a pigment. Besides of the chlorophyll, there are several colored compounds also present as pigments. So here the chlorophyll is similar in structure to the heme of the hemoglobin. So you know the hemoglobin is a pigment of the blood which is transferring the oxygen in the blood, and also here the chlorophyll contain one atom of magnesium and hemoglobin contain one atom of iron. So here the chlorophyll and also so many colored substances are formed together and formed as light harvesting complex. It is also called as the photosynthetic units. Nearly around 250 to 400 pigments are present in one photosynthetic units. So these innumerable units are perform a series of process in the photosynthesis. So in the chloroplast there are three actions are present. These are the conversion of the light energy to chemical energy, splitting of water, and reduction of the carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. These three actions are occurs in two reactions. Those two reactions are the light reactions and dark reactions. Light reactions are light dependent and dark reactions are light independent. Those light reactions are takes place in granum and dark reactions are takes place in stroma. So here these chloroplasts are the sites of the photosynthesis. Thank you.